Well, that's not very good quality, is it? Anyways, there's a Pear Bear. A Pear Bear and a baby Pear Bear. Don't think they'll be up for much longer. They've been up there for a good half an hour for sure. Oh, where'd you get the... There we go. If anybody's new here, what's a Pear Bear? A Pear Bear is a bear in a pear tree. In the pear tree, which is just in front of the house here, as you can see. And it's this pear tree that's got about 1 billion pears on it still. And the bears love it. So they come and well, they eat the pears, which makes them Pear Bears. Anyhow, I thought you guys might enjoy it as much as I do, seeing what they do. That's Mama. Gonna make out the cloud of condensation. It's a bit chilly tonight. Baby's a little higher up, eating. Anyhow, let's just be patient. And Maureen's here and Timothy's here. Hello. Pretty cool. What do the horses think of this? Nothing. Don't think anything. They're just eating. They don't care at all. I guess the last few days the Pear Bears have been around, and we thought we had seen a mama and 2 babies yesterday or the day before. But in this case there's only 1 baby. Mama does look out of breath. She's panting a lot, and when I got some footage earlier with a better camera, it appeared as if she might have some light wounds. I'm not sure. Maybe she got in an argument with something on her belly, neck. She's panting a lot, which is, I think, odd. I'm no bear expert, but if anybody's wondering where on earth I am in this place, I am up high. I'm on the roof of the wash station. Safe place to be, because unless the Pear is going to climb up a ladder, which I highly doubt, should be a nice safe place to watch Pear Bears be Pear Bears. Like I said, I don't expect this to go on for too long, but I guess they'll get their fill and then wander on. Might be wondering how I knew there was bears outside. And the funny thing about this house is the cable line. There's a, like, for the telephone and TV cable, there is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, nah, you can't really see it. Anyways, the cable line runs just underneath the pear tree, and when a pear falls on that cable line by fluke, it actually resonates in the house a little. And it was odd. It was unusual, and I have that. So I looked outside and there you go, mama and baby. Terrible quality though, isn't it? That was weird. What just drove by? Sounded like an electric bike. Oh. Mama's doing something. Reaching for a pear, I guess. Says, well, while I'm up here, I'll chow down on a few. I got a little bit of video earlier, and I guess they've been up there a little bit because one of them just straight pooped while in the tree. Splat, splat. Oh, there was a pear. Anyhow, it might be interesting, it might not be. I'm hoping they'll hop out of the tree soon. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I wonder if there's a way I can enhance this a little. This looks terrible. Oh, just knocked the camera. Gail says, I would think there could be a bear next to you at any time in the evening. You're so close to the house. Yeah, we haven't seen the bears in a little while. Just in the last few days to a week. But I do think that there's something kind of wrong with Mama. It's too much panting. Oh, Mama's going up. Up the tree. Now you can't see anything. This is probably kind of boring now. Oh, man. I thought they'd do more. Last year, the year before, there were two babies and a mama, and when they jumped out of the tree, Mama took off and the babies had to follow, and they're calling out Mama or something, whatever they're calling as a bear. Then ran after her. So are the pears the bright spots? Yes, all those little dots that you see are all pears. There's hundreds of them still in the tree. There's two types of pears in this tree for anybody that's interested. There's appears to be somewhat like a Bartlett normal pear, And then the other pear, I was told it's more of a jarring pear, like something you put in a jar, or you jar it, can it. They don't taste good. They don't taste very good straight from the tree, like the ones we're looking at. When those fall out of the tree, they're totally edible. Very, very tasty. You can buy them in a store, kind of thing. Those are the type of pears they are. So pear bears like good pears, just like us. But they've gone into the middle of the tree there, pretty much where my light is. Mama and baby are in there. You can see the tree moving around a bunch. It's not windy right now. If they don't break the branch, I'd be surprised, because right here, oh, you can't see, hang on. Anybody that cares. Right there, you should be able to see a broken, right there, that broken branch. Well, that broke off about 2 weeks ago for nothing. I was around and it just fell out of the tree. So if they don't break this pear tree, I'd be surprised. I don't know if I want any falling pear bears coming under the pear tree. Probably get hurt. They are at least 40 feet up. No, 30 feet. That's a big truck. Double trailer. Ah, right there. I think. The old tree shakes when they're in there. How many pears can a pear bear eat, do you think? They're just normal bears. They're black bears. I call them pear bears because they're in the pear tree, but they're just black bears. They're very common around here. You see them all, well, not all over the place, but they're the most common. We don't really have any other bears. Grizzly bears are farther north. Black bears are it. But I've been cleaning up pear bear poop for the past few days, so no surprise they're here again. Not very interesting though. I'm just waiting for him to fall out of the tree, to be honest. There's no way that pear tree's gonna hold him up. Mama's big. She's got to be at least, gosh, I would guess 100 pounds. 120. Baby's small. Baby's probably just a little 20-pounder right now. Just a little thing. Good at climbing, clearly. I always find that amazing about animals. Clearly this little cub's been born this year, but compared to a human, right? How long's the bear been alive? What, maybe 5 months? It's 40 feet up a tree. Humans are so inferior. What age do you gotta be to get 40 feet up a tree? I wouldn't go up that tree. Come on, bears. Come on out. Whole tree shaking. They gotta break something in there. Wonder if they know. Wonder if bears are smart enough to be like, oop, I'm going there. It's a fragile one. Yeah, surprisingly, the horses don't care. I mean, I suppose if they, yeah, if the bears started making a bit of a scene or whatever, might get worried. But I haven't heard anything, and whoop. see the bears anymore. What the? I think they've gone up higher. Not sure. Really big airplane flying through the air right now. It's a prop plane for sure. 4 engines. No, they're right up there. Hear them munching away. Jump, 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 jump. Ah, we'll give it a little bit more. Very nice night. Really, I mean, it's a little bit cool, but not too cold. Nah. Starting to sprinkle a little bit. What a coincidence. Yeah, they're up higher for sure. These crazy Pear bears. It's gotta fall out of the tree. Look how much movement there is. That's got to be at least 50 feet up. The question also is, why would you want to eat so many pears? Because when you're an animal, it doesn't matter. Just eat what you can get. But I mean, if they've eaten anything more than 6 or 7 pears, that's just going to give you a tummy ache, I would expect. Oop. Right there. Has it been dry there? Pears might provide hydration. No, being quite wet actually. We've had a couple of really harsh rainfalls. Where we had enough rain. One of the rainfalls it just completely overwhelmed the drainage system around here. everything was flooding over. That was terrible. It sucked. It was really coming down hard. I did get some video of it, but I just haven't put anything up. It was crazy. I've never seen so much rain in my life. Putting weight on for the winter, yes, I believe so, but I wonder how many calories, like how much useful energy you can get out of a pear that maintains. It's not a starchy kind of thing. Ooh. Like I said, there's not a bit of wind right now, but that whole tree is moving. It's gotta fall out. Ah, gross. Somebody's peeing. Yes. It's all steaming down there. Bears, eh? It's like, oh, well, it's we eat here, we poo here, we pee here. It's all good. But Zeus won't come out at all. He won't. I can't get him to come outside unless I mean, I definitely won't be able to get him to come out right now. He will not even think of coming out into this situation. Jeez, they're way up there. Way up. 50 feet up for sure. I guess if they just eat berries, it seems to be different metabolism. Yeah. Wish I knew something or more. There's pears falling on the ground all over the place. As they flick one of the branches, like 10 pears fall off. Where's their den? Gosh, I don't know. Good question. Probably not too far. We have a lot of forest around here, though, so I think it would be quite difficult to find, unless you were a tracker, you were to track them. There's a lot of movement in that tree. They are going to town. Oh, somebody got a good one. A big crunch. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on this subject, on bears' metabolism and how they eat and how they would, because any type of fruit, I mean, our human bodies just kind of take it in and travel it on, grab the sugars, I guess, and I guess some of the fibers are pretty good, yeah. I'm no nutrition expert, but these bears are way up here. Kind of waiting to see where I can get a line of sight. Every one of those bright objects is a pear, so they've certainly got a big meal ahead of them. And I don't think that they care to save some for tomorrow. Sue's here. Hello, Sue. We're watching the tree shake currently. The bears were visible, and now they're not. Oh. Right where my light is, I'm pretty sure there's a bear. Hard to see though. And then there's one down below, but there's two, mama and baby. Yeah, that's mama up there, I think. Sort of a darker spot behind the branches. And then somewhere over here is another one. You think the horses would be mad because the bears are eating all of their pears. Feed a lot of these to the horses because there's just too many. We certainly can't eat them all, and sometimes they've been on the ground for a few days due to lack of cleanup. Oh no, not coming out yet. Then a little bit bruised and stuff, and so, oh geez, come on camera, tripod. Do the bears bother the horses? No, they don't. They just eat pears and then wander on their way. It's a good question. I get that question an awful lot, actually. How do the horses feel or think or do, or do they worry? Sometimes you see them sort of be quite alert when a bear comes onto the property, wandering around, and they'll watch them. But that's about it. And the bears definitely don't bother the horses. It'd be quite unusual to see a bear bug a horse. Two babies or just one? Sue, there is just one baby right now. We thought we'd, a couple days ago or yesterday, I can't remember which, we thought we had seen them at the back. And we'd made out possibly, they were quite a distance away. And we made out a possible mama and two babies, but in this tree right now, there's just one mama, one baby going to town on this pear tree. No pun intended. I wonder if it is like going to town. Let's go to town and get some pears. Come out of the forest and stuff. Up there. I'm not sure if it's baby or mama that's up top. Probably baby. So either there were two cubs and now there's only one, or we didn't see two and there was only one. Yeah. Hopefully there was only one. But generally, I think black bears usually have two cubs, 2 to 3 cubs. Amber's here. Hello, Amber. They gotta come out of the tree soon. Have I seen the pear bears act drunk? Not yet, but I hope so. Maybe we can. Well, these aren't fermented at all, but. Oh, where are they? I think they're making their way down finally. Because the only part of the tree that's moving is down here now. So. I have to travel down this part right here. Amber, we're looking at the tree that the bears are in, unfortunately. They were over in this crook of the tree, this little elbow here, but have since climbed up into the tree to go keep chowing down on as many pears as they can. And so I'm essentially just waiting for them to come out. So we're looking at a bunch of pears, really, and the tree branches shake. There's no wind. It's literally just bears shaking the tree. Oop, I can just barely see one there. Right in the middle. There's some movement. But it would be funny to see the bears act drunk. Roddy's Rule 78. The hoof trimming classes were very good. Oh, thanks. There we go. Sorry, I had to just quickly ban somebody there. Thanks. Yes, the hoof trimming courses were a lot of fun to make. Actually, when I was making them, I did a few different takes of some stuff, and I started to realize more and more of what I wanted to get across, and ended up turning what it's turned into. And I've got a few more. I was working on when I heard the bears in the tree. So hopefully I'll be able to get a few more courses added, or a few more lessons added to that course. I have 3 in mind, so 3 bonus lessons essentially. Give a little bit more insight into good hooves and bad hooves and stuff like that. So, but anyways, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I've had a lot of good feedback actually about it. It's been wonderful. These bears have been in this tree for an hour at least, eating pears. Ooh. A lot of movement in the middle there. I think they're finally thinning the branches out and the pears out. I can actually start to see them a bit. At least I can. This phone camera sucks, so. I think you'll do a glue-on shoe course. I could probably do that. I guess I need a. I need a hoof to. Well, I could do one where I glue onto. It might be. Well, you sort of want to see it on a live horse, don't you? Makes sense. It's easier to do it not on a live horse, obviously, just using a cadaver foot. But actually gluing it on, I've got a couple of videos where I did the glue on process with Gracie. I don't know if I released that to the public. I'll have to check that out. But I've done some videos gluing an Easy Boot shell onto Gracie's back feet. For a little bit there, I had to boot her back feet. It's actually taken a long time to heal up what's inside. It's been there probably since she was little. It's been a chore to get that properly resolved. And I'd say it's about 90% of the way there. It's got a little bit more to go. It's got to be diligent, but it doesn't need boots anymore. I stopped booting her. But putting glue on boots, it's not as, it's more tedious than anything. As long as you've got the right size boot, then you just don't do it on a hot day, because the glue will cure really quickly on a warm day. So you want everything to be pretty chilly, and especially if you can keep your horse still. If you can't keep your horse still, then a warm day is better. But the glue, I think it's a urethane glue, kicks off. It's a 2-part 1-to-1 mix type of glue, and it kicks off quite quickly when it's warm. you really have to get things set, and you've got to put glue on the hoof, and you've got to put glue on the inside of the boot, and then you put it together, and you hold so it stays on. I think they've gone back up the tree a little bit, and the higher up the tree is actually shaking a bit more. These crazy Pear bears. Anyhow, so once you've got the glue on both sides, the hoof side and the hoof boot side, and you put it on and jam it on, and then put their foot down, and get them to weight their foot, because the last thing you want is the boot to glue on and then it sticks on there, and then they put their foot down, and you know, whatever, even if it's just an eighth of an inch or something gap between the sole of the, like the inside bottom of the hoof boot and the horse's hoof, the glue hanging on to the outer shell of the outer wall will actually start to pull on it, and it'll be painful. You have to take it back off. So a couple of key things. One, yeah, it's a good idea to do it on a cooler day. Two, once you get it on and it's a good tight fit, make sure that they weight their foot in the boot, and then wait for it to kick off. So that was about the only chore with Gracie, is getting her to just stand still and keep that foot keep whatever foot I was working on weighted. And once they were on, boy, she didn't have a problem with those on. She seemed to be pretty good. Sue says, if I remember, Grace was pretty good at getting rid of those easy boots. Not initially, but she wore them, I think I did 3 cycles. By the 3rd cycle, I had reused the boots, because I could. I just kind of clean out the glue as best as you can and just reuse them. The whole tree's shaking. These crazy bears. And she lost one. One's gone. I don't know. Don't even know where it is. It's on the property, but it's been gone forever. I've never seen it again. This tree is just going nuts. There's one right there. Crunch. There goes a whole branch. The bears are pruning my tree for me. Thanks, bears. Vicky says, thanks for sharing this. You're welcome. It's sprinkling about 150 miles south. Oh yeah. You'll find it when you're mowing. I haven't. That's just it. That whole area I did end up beside where she was. I ended up completely clearing out. When did I do that? Last year, I guess. Or was it this year? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But did a complete clear out because I had plans. Whenever I expanded the second paddock, that's when that whole area got cleared out, because I had planned to put gravel in there and expand the third paddock as well. But I never did, due to other expansion plans. And if anybody wants to see the bears, by the way, just rewind to the beginning of the live stream. You can see Mama Bear. And then I also did a short. I did a quick short to, and they are crunching away. Lena's drinking water right now. Maybe you can see Lena from here. In case anybody's wondering, I am on top of the roof of the wash station. Let's see. So there's a small barn. Way down there, the glowing eyeballs, is Lena. Wondering why I'm pointing the flashlight at her. Interesting that horses' eyes reflect light back. Little sciencey thing there. Anyway, so yeah, when I totally cleaned that out, I still didn't find it. So I don't know where she kicked it off, but she used to kick her feet. I think she found them sort of an irritant here and there. I mean, she did find them. She recovered, and most of the problems that she did have healed up. I'll do a proper video on that one day, because it's actually a really big deal how much damage she had in her back feet. That was there when I got her, and then I had to try to deal with it, try to fix it. And part of that was a glue-on boot, or a set of glue-on boots. But before that, I had just used Easy Boot gloves, and those definitely did not stay on. Those Gracie managed to get off, so I ended up duct taping them on, but she still managed to get that off in time. Yeah, I think one of those went missing. The glue-on ones never went missing. I had to take those off, so my gluing job was on par. So yeah, a course on putting on glue-on boots is probably a good idea. I know there's quite a few good tutorials out there on it, and I don't know if I would contribute a heck of a lot to the conversation about glue-on boots other than to promote them. I think they're a great idea, far superior to other methods of protecting hooves. MK is here. Hello. Thanks for sharing the bears. You're welcome. Hopefully they show themselves. Do you think this is the same bear as last year? Probably. Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance. Right in the middle there is the most move. Oh, a couple of pairs just fell out. Wonder if they say darn. Oh, I dropped one or something like that. Wonder if bears think that. Or if they're like, who cares? There's another 100 in here. Next. But they are ripping off a lot of branches. Was it 1 or 2 years dealing with her hooves? There's a lot of work to put into them. I'm still dealing with them. But the initial effort to get them to where they were at least, it's hard to explain. Okay, so sure, let's have a chit chat about this. Why not? Hooves are an interesting topic. And oh, right there, right there. I think it's baby. I think that's baby. I wonder if it helps them with that. I've got the light on. Thanks for the light. We can see the pairs better. I worked on Gracie's front feet before I dealt with her back feet. I didn't want to deal with all four at the same time. Her front feet were really overgrown. And I don't know if they had always been overgrown, but they had been overgrown for a long time, clearly. And I showed that I did, in the hoof trimming course, I did Gracie's feet. I trimmed Gracie's front feet for the course, so you can see something different, meaning Gracie's front feet, they're two different feet. They're not symmetrical. So she has what's referred to asymmetrical feet, or some people call it a high-low syndrome, which, see the bear right in the middle there? They're slowly trimming the tree away. You guys will be able to see them pretty soon. Get rid of enough branches. Like, oh, yep, there's the bear. So high-low feet, meaning that one foot is shaped with a high heel, and the other foot is shaped to have a lower heel or even a very low heel. Generally, the low one is the better one. The high one is usually one that some people call a club foot. Now, I don't think Gracie has club feet, but I do think her feet are a little oddly shaped. Anyhow, so the asymmetrical trimming of her feet means that we must understand the oh, just barely. I don't think I can zoom in much more. I think the camera would just maybe. I don't know. I think it looks like poop no matter what. Anyhow, but the point is that her front feet had just been overgrown for way too long, and as such, one of them looked like a club foot, and the other one was getting there. But now they look completely different. They don't look like that anymore, and that's because we try to trim to the internals of the foot rather than what the external is supposed to look like. And once I got those a little more under control, because there's probably at least an inch of height that had to be removed over time. Once I got that a little bit more under control, it's time to move on to the back feet. The back feet, the problem with the back feet is that she had hugely embedded, actually same with the fronts in this regard, hugely embedded bars. If you have any knowledge of how the hoof works, the bars are very, very important. But they not only were embedded bars, but underneath the bars were a bunch of junk, I guess you would call it, which was in turn causing bleeding, internal bleeding of the hoof. And because the embedded and overlaid bars had laid on top of some other material, embedding that into the hoof, it's a process of trying to get that out without digging it out. But there was a point where I really had to, I mean, it was as close to surgery as you could think of it. Oops, sorry. So that meant that I had to boot it. I had to boot both back feet. So that's sort of a quick story of that. How's Mr. Wild going? It's good. He's doing really well. I'm working on getting the riding process started. Actually, I'm quite excited about it. He's done all kinds of groundwork. We've done all kinds of trailer work. We've been out and about. And it's time to, and as you saw in the other recent video about saddle training, he's doing great with getting a saddle on and doing work there. So it's going to continue on that path, and hopefully I can post about that again pretty soon. I want to get some decent progress along the way, otherwise it'll be kind of tedious to put up little bits and pieces, but he's doing well. He's a fantastic horse, very smart. Oh, there we go. There we are. Finally, a bear. For everybody that stuck around long enough. There's our fuzzy bear. Probably a little too zoomed in. Let's zoom out a smidge. That's probably Mama. That's definitely Mama. Still eating pears. Good God, how many pears can a pear bear eat? Ah, Vicky, yes, great question. Am I far enough away? Yes, I'm on top of the roof of the wash station. So unless this bear climbs up a ladder, there's no chance she's going to get anywhere near me. And you can just watch from afar in a nice, safe spot. Here she comes. Where's baby? Come on, baby. I haven't heard them talking yet, so I don't know if Mama's let baby know it's time to go in any way. Oh, thought I heard a little chirp out of baby. Maybe not. Here comes Mama. It's still eating pears. Nom 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 nom. He's a good-looking horse. Yes, he is. I tell people all the time when people ask me, "Oh, how's it going with him?" and stuff like that. But I have literally never worked with a better horse. I can't think of in regards to being open to being educated and to learning together and stuff like that. He has been absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to kind of really get him moving along. I think he's just going to be amazing as the horse I want him to be, which is sort of an all-round horse that can, go on trails and be a good partner for all kinds of activities. Vicky says you should be proud of yourself regarding him. So thin and pitiful when you got him. Yes, actually, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I was looking back through pictures because I've been working on. Oh, someone's looking at me. I was looking back through pictures because I'm trying to do some 3D sculpting, and some of the pictures that I have of him from a long time ago, like 6 months ago. It's amazing how fast time flies, to be honest. But anyway, some of the pictures that I've got, he really did look pitiful. I mean, pitiful is a good way to put it. But he was thin and ragged, and his coat was coming out all over the place. He wasn't physically healthy, for sure. So having him fill in over a period of a few months there was really nice, and now he's thickening up properly. His coat is just luscious and soft and thick now. It feels quite healthy. He's not all flaky and dried out, and yeah, he's really come a long way physically and mentally. He's just been fantastic. It's a lovely horse to work with. Penny's here. Hello, Penny. Yes, we have Pear Bear Mama right now. This is Pear Bear Mama, and Mama is staring at us, wondering what on earth we're doing. And she's come down from up. Those guys are flying. Some people drive by this way. It's really fast. I think they're racing. Anyway, so Pear Bear Mama is staring at us, and she's got one baby with her. That's still up the tree a little bit. Although I don't see the rest of the tree shaking, so I have a feeling they're just about done. Mama's doing a lot of panting. I don't know if anybody can look up online. I'm not at a computer, obviously. I'm sitting on the roof of the wash station. I've only got this phone with me, but what is it? What it might mean that a bear is panting? I've been wondering if she's wounded or anything. We were wondering if she had two babies before. She's only got one now. She had to have a fight about or the other one. Just curious. Seems to be a lot more sure of himself now. Yes, he does actually. He's doing much better socializing. Vicky's got to go. Bye, Vicky. Thanks for popping in. I will try to follow up in the comments about Momo there. Right now, she's just keeping a sharp eye on me. Maybe we'll just try to be a little bit quiet. And when I say we, I really just mean me, I guess. I trimmed Mr. Wild in that course as well, all 4 feet. And he was a bit of trouble. He's still learning to hold his feet up properly and chill out, so it was a bit of a chore to trim him. So, oh, Mama's going up. I don't know what she's doing. I think Mama's peeing again. And sooner or later they got to come down for a drink of water, don't they? Where's baby? I'm mildly surprised they haven't busted any branches in there. Other than the little ones that they're tearing off. Mama's keeping a sharp eye this way. They pant when scared, escaping a threat, or just cooling off. One said it circulates cool air over moist surfaces to cool off, or they huff in and out when climbing trees, which is already up there. She did huff once, but I think it was at me. It was earlier when I was setting up a couple of lights, so I could light the tree up a little bit better. And she huffed and climbed up a couple branches real quick. Other than that, they haven't talked at all. But she's just plain panting the whole time. So I thought it might be like labored breathing in a wounded animal. Because it's not hot. It's cool out. It's probably, I don't know, 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. It's not bad. Is she fearful of the light? Possibly. Yeah, I wondered. Oh, she's going up. Maybe to go get baby. Yeah, it could be, she could be afraid of the lights. Could be sort of getting herself a little bit worked up, but I've had the lights on now for an hour. So, not sure. No. A little bit out of sight now. But none of the other branches are moving, so I don't know where baby went. Doesn't sound like the horses are too bothered. No. And welcome to the live Pear. Yeah. Oh, there goes Mama. No, the horses don't bother the bears, or the bears don't bother the horses. Oh, there goes Mama. She's moving. Kind of hoping she'll start making her way down soon. It's an odd spot to be where she's at right now because there aren't any pairs to the left. So the main trunk that you see on the left, the straight one, goes to the side that has the not so good pears, and those fall out early. But the ones that are still up there are more like a Bartlett pear on the right hand side of the tree. It's two different types of pears in this pear tree. So it'd be odd for her to go that direction because there aren't any pears on that side, but I guess she's got a couple on hand. Every bright spot is a pear. Just checking this out. Looking around for more pears. An hour and a half of eating pears. This is incredible. I think they'd have a full enough tummy they wouldn't be able to climb back out of the tree. To waddle off somewhere. Penny says, do you or the horses eat the pears? Yeah, they're delicious. The ones that are on the right there, all the little spots, those are like a Bartlett pear, and they are quite tasty. When they fall out of the tree and they're not damaged or land on the driveway and get rocks embedded in them, when they land on the grass. Oh, she's going up. Wrong way, Mama, don't go that way. Nope, she's off. Up she goes. You crazy monkey. Look at that crazy monkey bear. She's reached the point where that branch fell off. You can see that bright spot. Yeah, she's coming back down. She says there's no pears up there. This part of the tree sucks. And then she just rests in the nook there. She puts her butt on the branch and sits down. It's the Pear Bear chair. Better than the trash cans. Yeah, the trash cans are all hidden away. The bears can't get to them. Learned that lesson a long time ago. Crabapple tree. Nothing eats the crab apples. Nothing. Crab apples are used for fighting. You chuck them at people. Crabapple fight. I follow another animal site, not horses, and they're having a large problem with neighborhood dogs. Ah, neighborhood dogs. Yeah. I know the feeling. We have, well, both of my neighbors two neighbors, so the next door neighbor to the right of me, so the direction we're looking, to the east of me, they have a dog. And then the neighbor over there from the next one over also has a dog. I think they have 2 dogs. Anyhow. And then not my next door neighbor to the west of me, but the one next to that has 2 dogs. And those ones, well, I think there's only one, because I think one got hit on the road. So they might only have one now. And that dog regularly comes over, 2 yards over. Just wanders along all along through the forest and just comes to have a visit. So the neighbor to the east of me, his dog will bark at the horses a little bit, and he comes out and catches her and brings her back and stuff. No big deal. I never worry about it, and I always tell him don't worry about it. Dogs don't tend to hassle horses. I think that a dog would very easily lose any type of argument with a horse, and I think they know it. They're just noisy sometimes. I wonder if Mama's having a sleep up there. She isn't really moving, is she? Oh, maybe a little bit. It's getting late. I wasn't expecting to be up here for much longer than half an hour. It feels like one of those things, like when you go on a trip, right? And you're driving along, and you're like, oh, we're in the wrong road. Where am I? What's happening? Like, well, we've come this far. Let's go a little further. Oh, Ronnie's rules out. Have a good night. Feels like that. Like, I've come this far. Might as well sit here till they come out of the tree, right? Oh, Mama's moving. Just thinking about it. Am I perched on the roof of the washing shed? Yes. Yes, I am, Penny. It's safe, for one. And 2, if I didn't, I'd be down on the ground, and you'd be looking up, and it'd be harder to see them anyways. So I'm about, I guess, 12 feet up or so. Mama peeking around the branch or the trunk. I love animals. I mean, obviously I have a pile of horses, so I have to kind of love animals, but wildlife is amazing. It's actually pretty cool up here, to be honest. I can hear almost each one of the horses doing something. Can't quite tell what Mr. Wild's doing. He's making a weird sound. He might be licking his salt block. Mama looks like she's licking the tree. So that's weird. And yeah, I'm on the wash shed, but I've actually brought a couple cushions up with me, so I'm not uncomfortable at all. It's actually quite comfortable up here. Wonderful to live where you are because of the critters. Yes. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Who said that it was raining 120 miles south of me or something? Well, we've got that coming in now. Luckily, I'm underneath the cherry tree, but I don't think I can stay for long. We'll see if it's just a shower. Gamer's here. Hello. I'm good. How are you? These are bears? Yeah. This is a mama bear. I don't know where baby bear is. But we're looking at mama bear in the tree there. Right there. I don't know what she's going to do. It's going up. Holy smokes. She really hauled up there. I don't know. I think Mama's gonna break a leg coming down. Because that pear tree has already broken one branch, so she's way up there now. Easily 50 feet up. 40 to 50 feet. No problems for the horses. Nope, no problems for the horses. Horses and bears don't chitty chat much. Penny says, was she eating earlier? Yeah, she's been eating for an hour and a half easily. There she is. I'm never going to be able to get Zeus outside again. It takes one smell of these things and he just doesn't come outside. It's positive the bears are going to eat him. A lot of pears falling out of the tree, to be honest. These guys are shaking branches all over the place. Thump, thump, thump. Do I think her den is on the property? No. No, I don't. I mean, I doubt it. I know my forest reasonably well, and the only place that's pretty good for a den is quite a ways back in a really large old cedar stump that's out there. It's an old tree that came down, and you can get in underneath it, but it's a bit wet, so I don't even know if that would be a good option. Mama's shaking the tree. Don't break the tree, Mama. It's like, what would you do for a pear? Would you climb 50 feet? Like, I like pears. I'm going to climb a 50-foot tree and sit up there and chow down on some pears. It's my jam. in the whole tree. Still haven't seen baby in a while. But I have some better video. I'll put that up at another time. Where's baby? I don't know. Baby's off to the right. But I haven't seen baby in a little bit. And I haven't actually seen the tree shaking to give me an indication of where baby would be. Just mama right now. But kind of look over this way a little bit more. Maybe zoom out a smidge. And sort of look around the whole tree a little bit. And I don't see any branches moving. No. So we've just got mama right there, chowing down, and no sign of baby at the moment. Who's here? Aileen. 2:40 in the morning. Gosh, it's 11:40 then? Oh, my flashlight died. But I'm a smart cookie. I brought an extra battery. Here we go. You are a night owl. You haven't missed anything too good, I suppose, because they haven't come out of the tree yet. But we're waiting on that a little bit. Mama's up there somewhere, eating pears. And baby is, I have no idea where. You're lucky in my time zone, eh? Yeah, well, it's not midnight. Oh, somebody's honking a horn. Uh-oh. Heard some cracking. See, right below where mama is, right at the bottom of the screen there, for you guys, right there is a broken branch. So, and that broke on its own due to the weight of the pears that was on it. So I'm a little worried that the section that mama's in is going to crack off. Now, I'm not worried about the branches or nothing. If the pear tree were to be thinned out a bit, I wouldn't mind at all, but I don't want mama to fall out of the tree. Or we'll have a baby bear here with nobody to take care of it. I don't know, maybe mama wouldn't die from 50 feet. No idea. Grim thoughts. I don't think baby's gonna fall. Baby's like a 20-30 pound thing. But mama's heavy. Mama's gotta be at least 100, 120 pounds. 8:42 in the morning. Oh. Oh, mama. Aren't there any, there's no pears on this side of the tree. She needs to just hop down from there. It's making me nervous, to be honest. Hope she makes her way down. there she comes. That's it. She's coming down. All right, she's back down to her resting spot. Still no baby. Do I think she notices the light? Yeah. We've got a lot of lights on right now. I've got the barn light, the shop light, a few lights down on the ground. And flashlight. If I get stuck with a baby bear orphan. Yeah. I have to call conservation, actually, in such a case, if something happened to Mama Bear. The phone call would go to the police, who would call conservation, who would come out and deal with the situation. Mama Bear's going up. Probably going to get her baby. Maybe not. The baby's not moving. The branches aren't moving or nothing. Baby must be full by now. I mean, how much can they fit into their tum-tum anyways? That's so great. Never seen such an event. I'm a lucky guy. Yeah. You got my back for scratching bears. Taking care of bears. Well, I don't think I want a bear pet, but yeah, we have to get here in BC, British Columbia, Canada. We get in proper trouble for feeding wildlife. In fact, there was a landmark case that just closed up in a place called Whistler. It's not too far from here, about 2 hours north, west, just off the coast, sort of thing. So it's pretty along the west coast. And a lady had been buying eggs, carrots, and apples by the case every week to feed bears up in Whistler. Now, Whistler is full of bears. It's a very popular resort for skiing and tourism, but it is bear country, 100%. And so some lady had been buying flats of food to feed the bears, and one of the neighbors had, don't fall. Oh, she's just got herself a nice big pear. Nope, dropped it. Anyway, so this lady had to go to court because the neighbors complained and the police caught her. Said, what are you doing? You can't do that. Went to court. She got fined the maximum amount that you can get fined for feeding wildlife, and that is $60,000 Canadian. And all those proceeds go towards a special group that rehabilitates, I think, wild animals and stuff. So we'll go to a good cause. Just ate a whole pear. Just nom 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 nom. There goes another one. Nom 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 nom. I'm genuinely surprised. None of the branches have even given an indication they're going to crack and break off. Good God, we're an hour and a half in. I had so many other plans to do this evening. For that hoof trimming lesson, couple lessons. Oh, something to work on tomorrow. Not very often you get to just watch bears be bears. Oh, Smokey the bear. Are the horses showing any interest? Nope. Not a bit. They don't care. As for my neighbors noticing the lights and stuff, I don't think so. There's a lot of trees around here, so it would hide a lot of the light, for one. And the only neighbor that would probably notice me is the one to the west. But they're old, so they're in bed. And I mean it in the nicest sense. They're old as in like 70 to 80 years old, so off to bed they go. They're not going to be wondering what I'm doing with all these lights on here. Probably. Oh, here comes Ma. You think they just get sick of eating pears? Oh, I've had enough. Let's get going. Let's go find some roots to eat. I figured out where baby is. Baby's up higher. Up that way more. Zoom out a little bit. And up there. See the branches moving around. When you're a single mom, you don't turn down free food. Yeah. Well, true enough. Yeah, baby's up there, 20 feet above mom. It's the first movement I've seen in a while now. Actually, I had a baby for about half an hour now. Oh, it's hard to control both. Mama's right there. Oh no, that's baby. Wait a second. I haven't seen that baby before. I think we have our second baby. Well, let's keep track of this for a second then. We've been here for an hour and a half, all of us, and I was out a little earlier than that. And this is the first time seeing oh yeah, definitely there's two. So we've got one right there, obviously that one right there, right? And then Mama is there, that black spot. But if we look up a little ways, the branches are moving up there. Oh, what happened? Probably eating a pear. Let's wait for him to search for another pear. Anyways. So baby's on the bottom, Mama's up top there of the video screen. Probably zoom in a smidge more. That might be the max. Huh. Well, how about that? Well, we don't have a visual on the second. I don't think there's a pathway to go from the right tree to the left tree, so I do think it's a different baby. But I'm trying to listen for the second one. Mama's looking upwards, or was looking upwards, so baby's looking at Mama. Stay out of the road, yeah, hopefully. Hmm. Come on, second baby, where are you? Yes, there is a train, and it is a long ways away. Um, the only train track that's near here is um, easily 30 blocks away. No, more than that, sorry. It's down on this road called River Road, which runs along the Fraser River, which is our largest river. It's a major river. It runs from the Pacific Ocean up inland. Anyways, so the train runs beside that, and that's a ways from here. It is, yeah, easily. I don't know what road River Road is. Probably like 40, 50 blocks from here. Which is what? Is what in kilometers? I don't know. Or miles even. Not sure. A ways. So it's quite interesting how much the sound travels and is picked up by the phone camera. Come on, second baby, where are you? It's starting to get a little rainy out again, but I am underneath the cherry tree. There's a cherry tree right over top of the wash station, and I have a jacket on anyway, so anybody who's worried, but I'm not getting rained on. A light sprinkle anyways. Where is the other baby? Baby's climbing. Baby's going up. Right there. There aren't any pears on that side of the tree, which is weird. Mama's just down on the bottom of the screen, panting away, and baby's just up there. Still headed upwards. Mr. Wild's having a poop. I'm telling you, I can hear everything around here, including that train. Do mama bears get worried about their baby bears climbing too high? Seems like no. I've lost track of baby bear. Mama's right there. I'll just track down Mama for now. I think Mama's going up. Hmm. How much could be their weight? Well, I think mama's between 100 and 120. Baby's not much, maybe 20 to 30 pounds. Quite small. Maybe, yeah, about 30. That one on the left is. They look quite small though. Once they're full of pairs, they might be another 10 pounds. 10 pounds a pair. Look at this guy. So they know caresies. Mr. Wild. These bears are very quiet right now. They're not doing a single thing. Maybe they're having a bear nap. Wish I could verify if there was a second baby. Oh, you're out. Midnight? Or it's not nighttime for you. Do we have any wolves? No, we do not. We have coyotes. I'm not sure how far north you'd have to go to find some wolves. Not too far, I don't think. But we just don't have any around here. We do have the occasional cougar though. Although I've never seen one. Breakfast is waiting. Oh, it sounds wonderful. You're welcome. Thanks for popping in. Enjoy breakfast. Okay, I'm going to give these guys, I'm going to say 15 minutes more. I feel like we've come this far. Should see it to the end, but it's getting late. See if they come out. Mama's making more movement right now. She's looking up at baby. Put the parrots to bed. Alright. Welcome for the show. Hopefully something comes of this, and at the very end they'll at least be wandering off. But it is very quiet. I hear another train coming. Amazing. It is a long ways off. Oh, Mama's coming down. Here she comes. Nope, she's going up. She switched trees. I think she just barked at her baby a little bit. Well, maybe not. Well, she's back in her armchair. I don't know, I'm not hearing a second baby bear though. But it seems very improbable that that baby went from the right side to the left side. I'm going to turn off a few of the lights around here. I'll just leave the flashlight running. Should be back shortly. Almost giving me eyeballs all the way around. When it gets quiet, traffic stops. Amazing. It is. Actually, some of my favorite times is when it's snowing. Because when it's snowing, nobody travels much, and the road noise is significantly reduced. You can hear the rain coming. Here it comes. It's another really cool thing. Rain hits all the trees and the leaves. Out of time. Maybe their trees, their den, are safe place for now. It's not their den. It doesn't seem like they're coming down. But I was kind of wondering if they felt like they were trapped up there with too many lights on. So I reduced the lights to just a couple, just yard lights kind of idea. I was moving. Must be getting pretty close to coming down though. Although I guess it's a cool enough place just to hang out. And if I was a bear, what would I do? Steady supply of food. Well, might as well just hang out there. I mean, if somebody put a box of cookies up here on this roof, I'd probably just, hang out, eat a box of cookies. And yeah, I would imagine they feel reasonably safe up there. Because I'm not climbing up there. And I haven't set off any bear bangers or shot any shots in the air or something like that. Not like I have a gun, but I have bear bangers. I could make some noise. But I haven't. Right? So, to a bear, I would imagine that feels safe. Do you guys see how she's panting? I mean, just constant panting. Two hours of panting is weird. Just can't help but wonder if she's wounded somewhere. Looks like she's looking at all the pears she dropped. Maybe. There's a lot of pears on the ground, I'll tell you that. I'm waiting to see the second baby though, because it just feels improbable that the baby that came down briefly came from the right side when it came down the left side of the tree. I don't believe there are any branches that would allow it to climb laterally. But they're so darn quiet that nobody's making any noise. Mama's on the move a little bit. Yep, coming down a little. I really hope she doesn't break the branch that she's on. That would suck. And the reason that would suck is it would fall on my internet line. Baby's dropping pears all over the place. Take the light off of her, see if she stopped panting. I have tried to have it at her feet a little bit. I'll put her off to the side a little, like that then. Let's give that a go. We'll use this time to look for baby. Hope she doesn't fall. Yeah, me too. Let's see. So I might as well just zoom out for now. Baby's up there somewhere. And then Mama's way over here. Right there, baby's there. Oh, here comes baby. a really big tree. Yeah, it's huge. When the pears were finished up, sometime the end of this month, probably, I was going to have a company come in and prune it down 30 feet or so. Mama's making a little bit of noise. She's pooping. Baby's coming down. See, it's just a little thing. It's having a poop. It's got to get the pears out. Mama's gone up over this way, and baby's there. Wait a second. Baby's going up again. Mama's there. Baby's up that way. I think there's only one baby. Well, we were hopeful for a little bit. I think it was a close call for a second there. Something cracked pretty good. Well, I don't know. That's maybe about it. It's been a long go. Yeah, I think they've been eating for about 3 hours. Oh, sure, they would come out of the tree way before this. I don't think we're going to see that. Well, they won't stay much longer, I'm sure. But for me, the phone's out of battery almost. 14%. And of a big mess from them partying in the tree. I bet there will be a big mess at the bottom. Oh well. You're welcome for recording it. Hopefully everybody's found this a little interesting. Maybe I'll bring you guys down with me. Maybe we can get a slightly different angle. I don't know. We'll call it at this. Nothing interesting is happening. They're just eating pears. A lot of pearing. But I've got some better footage from different cameras, so see if they go anywhere this evening. I'll be up for a little longer, but I have to quit the live stream for now. But thanks everybody for popping in, checking out Pear bears. I think I'll try to keep an eye on them, but I'm pretty sure there's still just one baby, one mama in that tree. I really wish there was 2 babies. We'll see. If I can figure it out. So that's it. Everybody that's up, night owls, staying up late, have a good sleep. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Night night, Penny. And Sue, you're still here. Glad you enjoyed it. We'll see what happens with these guys. We'll see what I post tomorrow.